Hello everyone. In this video we will discuss about semaphores. Okay, semaphores is a solution for all the problems discussed till now in the IPC, inter-process communication. Like it is the solution for critical section problem. Okay, semaphores are integer variables that are used to solve the critical section problem by using two atomic operations, wait and signal. Okay, by using only two atomic operation, the problem of the critical section is resolved by semaphores. Okay, semaphores is nothing but a variable. Okay, just a variable. It is not anything big thing. It is just a variable. Okay, it can be A, it can be B or anything. Okay, but generally while we writing the code, we refer it as S because semaphore starts with S. So always the integer variable is taken as S. Okay. So how the semaphores is used to solve this critical section problem means semaphores have to satisfy the four conditions in order to resolve the critical section problem. Okay, these are the four conditions. The first one is mutual exclusion. Mutual exclusion means in last videos we have discussed, that is critical section. In the critical section only one process will enter. So at a time a single process have to be enter in the critical section. Okay, what is critical section? Critical section is nothing but that is an area where a shared variable is there. Okay, let us think some a variable is there. Okay, and two processes wanted to use that a variable, so that is nothing but shared variable, and that shared variable will be placed somewhere in the code, right? So that somewhere part is nothing but critical section. So the first thing is it has to satisfy the mutual exclusion, that is no two processes should enter critical section at once. That is first condition. Second condition is bounded wait. Bounded wait means once process enter into the critical section. Let us say process 1 has entered into the critical section. After entering into the critical section, it has to come out. Okay, because other processes are waiting outside to enter into the critical section. Okay, if 100 processes are there and all the 100 processes wanted to enter into the critical region, so then that time it is not like that the process which are entered into the critical section will stay forever in the critical section, and the process which are staying outside the critical section has to stay forever outside. So a particular time will be there. Soon after using that critical section, a shared variable process should come out of the critical section. That is the second condition. And the third one is progress. Progress means if, okay, if P1, P2, P3, P4 processes are there. Out of these four processes, P1, P2, P4, these three processes wanted to enter into the critical section. But P3 process don't want to enter into the critical section. Then that time, the processes which wanted to enter into the critical section have to participate in the race but not the remaining one. Means the competition between to enter into the critical section have to be done between P1, P2, P4 but not P3. P3 should not enter into the competition region because it don't want to use that variable, that shared variable in the critical section. So it should not compete with the remaining processes. That is called progress. And the fourth one is interference. Interference means the processes which are waiting outside the critical region and they wanted to enter into the critical region. That time no process should stop any process to enter into the critical region. Let us say that four processes are waiting outside and all the four processes want to enter into the critical region. That time process P3, P4 or any process, okay, out of four processes, any one process or any remaining processes should not stop any process to enter into the critical section. If P1 want to enter into the critical region, then P2, P3, P4 processes should not stop P1 to enter into the critical section. Okay. These are the four conditions where semaphores uses to resolve the problem of critical section. Okay. It has to satisfy this condition, and it will satisfy these condition by performing two atomic operations called wait and signal. What are these wait and signal operations? First one is wait. The wait operation decrements the value of its argument s if it is positive. So always you have to remember, wait wait operation always decrements the value. Okay. If the number is positive, means it can be 1, 2, 3 or anything. What if that number is a negative number or 0? Then this wait operation is not performed. If number is -1, negative value, or if number is 0, then this wait atomic operation is not performed. This wait atomic operation is performed only if the number is positive. Okay, this is the example. Say this, wait S. I already told you why S has taken, because semaphore starts with a S. So it has just taken like S. Okay, while S less than equal to 0. Okay, let us say S is 1. Okay, you have initialized a value to this variable S equal to 1. Okay, then while S 1 less than equal to 0. Is it true? No, false. Then as while is having a semicolon and while is not having any code, it will jump to the next statement, and 1 equal to 1 minus 1 means now the S value is 0. Okay, this wait operation is only performed on positive values and it always decrements the value. Okay, you should not take 0. Okay, suppose if you take S value is 0, 0 less than or equal to 0, condition is true, then there is no code for this while section. Okay, because semicolon is there, so it will be in the trap itself. How it is in the trap, that we'll see, how this is performed, that we'll see in the code very clearly. Okay, this is all about wait. Signal. This signal operation increments the value of its arguments S. Wait is used to decrement the value and signal is used to increment the value. So here S means it always increments. Whatever the value you take, it increments the value, that is plus 1. Okay. This is how two atomic operations are performed. Now we will go to the main code, the critical section code. Okay. So here wait operation is there, critical section is there, signal operation is there, and the remaining part of the code is also there. Okay, remainder section means remaining part of the code. So here wait section means wait operation is performed. What is the code of wait? This is the code of wait. Okay, so here if you take value 1, then 1 less than or equal to 0, false, then it will jump to the next statement. Okay, then 1 minus 1, 0. So here in wait section it performed wait atomic operation, it satisfied the code, now 0 is there, so process can jump into the critical section. Okay, now process will jump into the critical section and it will access that shared variable. And after using the shared variable, it has to come out of the critical section, giving a chance to another process to enter into the critical section. Then here signal is there. Signal atomic operation is performed. What is the code of signal operation? This one. So after performing wait atomic operation, the value of S became 0. Okay. When value of S becomes 0, then no other process will enter into the critical section. How? See here. The value of S is 0. Then if value of S is 0, if P2 process want to enter into the critical section, will it perform this operation? 0 less than equal to 0. 0 less than equal to 0 means condition is true here. While condition is true here. When while condition is true, as while condition is not having any body and it has a semicolon, it will be in the trap itself. It will rotate like that only. It will stay like that only. P2 process will not enter into the next line of code. This is how it stops other processes to enter into the critical section when one process is in the critical section. Okay. So after performing wait operation, one process will enter into the critical section and it will use the shared variable. And after using the shared variable, signal atomic operation is performed. What is the code of the signal operation? This one. So what the value of S is 0 now. Here the signal operation always increments the value. 0 plus 1, S equal to 1. Now the S value becomes, it will indicate S value equal to 1, telling the other processes that I have used the shared variable and I came out of the critical section. So remaining processes who are wanted to enter into the critical section may enter into the critical section. So now we will check whether P2 process will enter into the critical section or not, because P1 process is already entered into the critical section. When P1 process is in the critical section, P2 process tried to enter, but it did not enter into the critical section as it stayed in the trap of the while condition. Now what is the value of S? 1. Because signal operation is performed and value is incremented from 0 to 1. So now P2 process enters. What is the value of S? 1. 1 less than equal to 0. False. When condition is false, it will jump to the next statement. So it enters into the section. P2 process. Okay. This is how every process have to satisfy wait atomic operation and signal atomic operation. This is how semaphores resolves the problem of critical section problem by satisfying all these mutual exclusion. The mutual exclusion condition is satisfied here. That is, when P1 process is inside the critical section, P2 process is not entering into the critical section. Next, bounded wait. After entering into the critical section, after using the shared variable, P1 process came out of the critical region by performing signal atomic operation. So, no other processes which are staying outside will not wait forever. So, they can enter into the critical section as P1 came out of the critical region. And next one, progress. The processes which are staying outside which they want to enter into the critical section will compete to enter into the critical region there. Okay, not remaining process. That condition is also satisfied. Interference. Interference means here after P1 process accesses the shared variable, P2 process wanted to enter into the critical region. That time P3 process did not stop P2 process. Well, this is how interference between all the processes is maintained. Okay, no one interfered in the process. This is how semaphore resolves the problem of critical section. Now coming to the types of the semaphores, there are mainly two types. The first one is counting semaphores and the second one is binary semaphores. Counting semaphores are integer value semaphores and it has an unrestricted value domain. Here any value can be there. Okay, there is no restriction. Like it has to be 1, it has to be positive number, it has to be negative number. Like that nothing is there. Unrestricted value will be there here. Okay, these semaphores are used to coordinate to a resource access where the semaphore count is the number of available resources. Semaphores means the count is the number of the available resources here. And if the resources are added, semaphore count automatically incremented, and if resources are removed, then the count is decremented. Okay, if resources are added, then it increments. If resources are removed, then count is decremented. This is how counting semaphores are performed. Coming to the binary semaphores, it will be having only restricted values. What are they? 0 and 1. By the name itself, we can understand it will be having only binary numbers, that is 0 and 1. So what are those binary numbers? That is 0 and 1. Okay. One is for incrementation, one is for decrementation. What are those two? Till now we have discussed wait and signal. Wait is used to decrement and signal is used to increment. Okay. If wait is performed successfully, then process entered into the critical section, then we can say that it succeeded. When wait is not accessed, atomic operation is not passed by any process, then we can say that it is a failure. Okay. Generally, we use binary semaphores to resolve this critical section problem, as it is easier when compared to the counting semaphores. Okay. Advantages of semaphores. Semaphores allows only one process into the critical section, that is mutual exclusion. Okay. They follow the mutual exclusion principle strictly and are much more efficient than some other methods of synchronization. Okay, this is how semaphores is very good and effective in treating critical section problem. The second point is there is no resource wastage because of busy waiting in semaphores, as processor time is not wasted unnecessarily to check if a condition is fulfilled to allow a process to access the critical section or not. See, now P1 entered into the critical section. When P1 entered into the critical section, P2 will not try to enter into the critical section, because P1 is already in the critical section. How remaining processes will know that P1 is in the critical section? Because atomic operation is performed. Now the value of S is only 0. When S value becomes 1, then only remaining processes will enter into the critical region. Okay. So this is every time P2 processor or P3 processes will not come and check whether some process is there in the critical section or not. When value becomes 1, then they will think that, remaining processes will think that the critical region is free. Okay. And third point is semaphores are implemented in the machine independent code of the microkernel. Okay, this is the implemented in the microkernel. So these are called as machine independent. Disadvantages of semaphores. Semaphores are complicated so that wait and signal operations must be implemented in the correct order to prevent deadlocks. If at all any changes occurs, if you take any negative value or 0 value in the wait and signal operations, then problem arises which creates a deadlock. Second point, semaphores are impractical for large scale use, as their use leads to the loss of modularity. And this happens because the wait and signal operations prevent the creation of a structured layout for the system. This is the main disadvantage of semaphores. And the third point is semaphores may lead to the priority inversion, where low priority processes may access the critical section first and high priority processes later. So this is based, this is not based on the priority. Okay, it is first come first serve basis. This is one of the disadvantages of semaphores, but still these disadvantages will not create a great problem, as it is solving the main problem of critical section. This is all about semaphores. Thank you.